Untitled Kitchen Club. Today we are going to make cheese straws. If you've grown up in the United Kingdom, you will without doubt know what these are. But for those of you who don't, I'll take you through the recipe. They are so easy and so good.
Okay, so the ingredients then, I have 400 grams of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 250 grams of butter that I've just let come to room temperature so it's nice and soft, 150 grams of cheddar and 50 grams of parmesan. Now you don't have to use these cheeses, you need 200 grams of cheese in total, so I like to use a nice mature cheddar and some parmesan as well. I have a teaspoon of English mustard powder and 2 egg yolks. So this recipe is really simple. First things first, you're going to take your softened butter, add it into your flour along with your salt, and you're going to use your fingers and just to work that butter into your flour until it all becomes like a crumb consistency. Okay, so when you're happy that you have a nice fine crumb, it's time to add the rest of our ingredients. So we're going to go in there with our cheese and give that a good mix up, both the cheddar and the parmesan. So carefully mix that together. Okay, once you're happy that your cheese is mixed, finally you go in with your English mustard powder and your 2 egg yolks, and again give those a really good mix up until everything is evenly combined. Okay, so once everything is mixed nicely and you have this quite stodgy crumb, it's up to you, this is your judgment. We need to add a little cold water, but you don't need much at all. Probably about 3 to 4 tablespoons worth, but do it gradually so you don't add too much. Eventually you'll need to get in there with your hands and work the dough together. It's going to form this quite firm sort of pastry. Okay, when you've eventually moulded this firm sort of short crusty pastry ball, I'm going to wrap it in cling film, leave it in the fridge for between half an hour and 1 hour. So when your time chilling in the fridge is nearly done, I'm going to turn your oven on to 180 degrees and just let that preheat. We're also going to line a few baking trays and just leave them to a side until later. Okay, so when your dough ball has had between half an hour and an hour chilling in the fridge, make sure you flour your surface well and also flour your rolling pin because we don't want it to stick. And roll it out so it's about half a centimetre in thickness. Okay, so once you're happy with the thickness, just going to roughly trim off the edges for now. We can use this again later until we've formed a square. Basically all we're going to do, square in half down the middle, and then probably about 1 centimetre in thickness, maybe a little bit more. You can make them any size you want really, and these are each of our cheese straws. We're going to carefully place each one onto our baking trays, and these are going to go into the oven for about 12 minutes until they're nice and crisp.